Rated M for M-Balm. This is the M-Balm Effect, your one-stop shop for unfiltered discussions.
Yo, what is going on? Welcome to an impromptu episode of the M-Balm Effect. We are here live in studio in the ROC, baby! And Nick Gulisano is in here with us. How are you, man?
Doing well.
How's it going, brother?
Doing awesome, man.
Oh, man, today has been an adventure. Nick, so Nick and I go way, way back to high school, man.
High school, dude.
High school.
High
And
school
feel comfortable,
days.
man. Feel comfortable. Get that microphone near your beautiful face, and there you go.
There you go. We need to hear your voice.
I know that arm's kind of like a problem. If you ever want to adjust this microphone, you can always adjust the microphone so we can see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So, actually, the
Whatever
last
fits your forte, brother.
the Forte, Kia Forte.
Kia Forte.
Oh, dude, Austin, what do you
Excuse
doing, man? It's not a power hour. It can be if you want. We have drinks down here, boys.
I'm just having water.
So I gotta just clarify. The last time Nick and I actually hung out was on an episode of the Afterburn 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago. And
Damn.
that was the last time him and I, and just in general, just hung out. And
Yeah. It was like we caught up then, and then life happened. And then we saw each other at Excision right before COVID.
yeah,
Oh shit.
You know, it was just a chain of events.
yeah, big time chain of events. So yeah,
We're
today,
happy to have you back, though.
yeah, absolutely,
Thanks for
man.
having me.
dude. Absolutely,
Of course.
So yeah, it's been a long time since we've actually hung out together. And with that being said, though, man, today we had a great time. We did a lot of things today.
Yeah.
We did. We enjoyed a lot of stuff, and you know, it's been 4 years, and we've been we've been talking on and off. You know,
Yeah. We've always talked via text message.
Yeah.
You know, on and off. It probably every month.
Every month.
I'm not gonna lie. Since that location, so it's not like we have not been out of touch.
Hey, we got the soundboard.
soundboards in, yes.
Fuck yeah.
Annalise says, can't stay long, but love y'all. Nobody be a talk slut. Oh, dude, of course. We Annalise knows what's up. Don't be a talk slut.
We love you.
Talk slut.
So yeah, we're here, and dude, oh man, so
Good ruck today, bro.
today we went rucking.
Good
How
ruck
do you
today.
feel
A good
after
rucking?
that? Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was good. It was my first ruck.
first one ever.
First one ever.
That was your first one?
First one ever. I
What?
usually go hiking. So like
Fuck.
I know. I don't know.
What?
I've done Adirondacks. I've done high peak stuff.
Oh my god.
So this is my first ever logged ruck.
I did
and it was
not-
with you.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It was a good ruck. 4 miles.
Yeah,
You
we
did?
did a 4 mile ruck, and it was nice, man. We had some good times. This is some photos of us doing the ruck right here. We had a good time, and
Ooh, look at that.
yeah, dude, we had some good times. It was fun.
This was like
It was
4
fun.
miles.
We
and
found
there's
that
like
bunker.
yeah. There's the bunker right there, dude.
Yeah.
Look
Oh,
at that.
That's fucking dope.
Look at that. And so
That's really cool.
it was a
Yeah.
lot smaller than I expected, dude.
Dude, way smaller.
Yeah,
Way
no,
smaller. On all
that looks
trails, it
really
looked
cool.
big.
I like that.
Yeah, way smaller than I expected. I thought it was pretty dope, though, man. And of course, we definitely saw some other stuff here. Like this here, I took a picture of. I
That
showed
was
this.
a gorgeous picture.
Yeah, we didn't see Pennywise this time, Austin, so he's not there.
Damn.
I think he's on vacation. He went to Florida.
Or he's underwater.
Well, he might be underwater. I don't know. He's floating. They all float. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
You'll
do.
float too.
Yeah, we all will. And look, it's like I conquered. I saw. I came. I conquered. I discovered, and
It was
here
a
we are.
stoic moment.
It's
If
a stoic
if
moment.
only you had like a Nerf gun. That'd be really cool to make it like a just an army base, just like you just found a bunker.
No, we had a great time. I usually do these things alone, but I think this is going to be a regular thing now.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Hoping we can like try to make this a regular thing on Sunday mornings.
I want to join.
That'd be fun.
Austin, I was just going to say Austin
You know?
needs to join us.
I'll
Yeah,
join you guys.
Absolutely, man. We just have good talks. You know, we just kind of
Dude,
get deep.
I'm down for that shit. Like I love nature walks and stuff like that. Like nature hikes. I used to do like Stony Brook and like Letchworth.
Oh God,
Yeah,
yes.
done
We
Letchworth.
actually talked about Letchworth today.
Yeah, we did. We talked about.
I did one-
hiking and. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I did one trail and it was just dude, my dogs are barking.
Dogs are barking. You know what else is barking? Is this beautiful drink here. It's from Rattlesnake Rosie's. And,
yeah.
Iron Smoke Whiskey Distillery brews us. They make this stuff. So let's pour this up for you guys and let's have a toast.
Did you go to Iron Smoke when they first opened?
No, I never been, dude.
So like I went there when they first opened, and their whiskey was good. It was good. But now since they've been open for like a couple years, their whiskeys had time to like refine and age. It's just gotten freaking better. I got nothing but good things to say about Iron Smoke.
Honestly, I was gonna say, funny you say that. My mom actually met the owners of Iron Smoke. I think it was her and her coworkers. Now, working at the U of R, they get a little they get a little treat, and they went to Iron Smoke and actually got to meet the owner, and they took them around and saw the distillery, and they had some like good food. I actually got it's like a skin tight hoodie. It's of Iron Smoke.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like the actual like the skull and the tux, and yeah, I freaking love that thing. And it's like, oh yeah. So whenever but yeah, no, Iron Smoke is so good. I love it.
Good whiskey, good atmosphere too. Like the building itself, like what he's done to it, it's
I love
tasteful. That's the way I can describe it.
I like the Victorian like furniture and stuff like that.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's do a skull, a cheers.
Cheers.
To all our friendships here and everybody else that's watching. Yeah. Love you all. So, skull.
Oh, that's good.
What do you think?
Really good.
That's
Could have maybe two more of
So
those.
beautiful.
2 or 3.
Yeah. No, it's pretty
dangerous.
Good. It's very
that
good.
is dangerous. Yeah.
You're
Wow.
in trouble.
That'd be good in coffee.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be really good in coffee. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Mix that. Use that as a creamer.
yeah. Good while rocking too.
Oh yes. Great while rocking. Are you kidding me?
Nah, man.
Have you ever had beers while riding a bicycle?
No.
Oh my goodness. If you drink while riding a bicycle, your legs go numb.
Oh no.
Dude, in a good way. Like you just keep pedaling. It's amazing.
Do you think that would help
Yeah.
your legs go numb during a run?
Why not?
Dude.
Why not have a beer while you're working out? Absolutely.
Isn't that public alcoholism?
I don't know. I think it's a great equation.
six beers in.
I don't think you should go that far. Hold on.
No,
A beer.
Some people might not understand what rucking is. So basically, what rucking is you jam a whole you get your backpack weighted, and you go in and you either walk it or you can run it. But I don't know. I'm not a runner like that. I think it goes against your joints and all that. So aches and pains start coming in.
Absolutely. We power walked it.
We power walked that.
That's what we
bitch.
did. We power walked
inclines,
it today.
declines, straight and narrows. We got 4 mile ruck, but it's not bad.
No, dude.
2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Or 2 hours.
I think it was 2.5 hours. We did total, which I don't, maybe in the rucking world that's slow, but like for my first experience, I enjoyed it like completely. It was a good nature walk. We did it at a good pace. I broke a sweat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it hit all my marks that I needed. Now it's just go further and put more weight in my backpack. That's where I'm at.
You don't want to go too much weight, but yeah, it's a good starting point. I think I had 25 pounds in my bag.
Gotcha. I had like 15.
Okay.
I think I could do like 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good mark.
Yeah, you don't want to go too much, but you also don't want to go too light because then it's like, okay, what are you doing?
Yeah. Am I just carrying another piece of clothing?
Yeah, basically. So you got to make it worth your while. Works out the core, works out your legs, all the above, and your
Absolutely.
cardio.
Yeah.
You're hitting a lot of parts of that, though. You don't really think about it until after the fact.
Yeah. When you're sore and you sit down.
Yeah.
And
that's when I really don't feel it until I sit down and then I get up and I'm like, oh, okay, there it is. Because your body gets acclimated to the stress of it all, and then you're like, oh, you sit down for a moment and you're like, oh shit, it really did something.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that time when you rest. You're like, oh wait,
Yeah.
my hip does hurt.
Oh, I feel like I'm 80 years old.
Yeah, I know we shouldn't complain like whatsoever
No,
for our age.
no.
Like we're not even there yet. But like I hurt. I get sore.
I feel good. Charlie feels good too because he's on here with us. He says, "Yo, Charlie's
Charlie?
awesome. Charlie's great, man.
What up, Charlie?
Yep.
He's gonna be coming on with us again soon here, and every time Charlie comes in, it's always a good time. The first
Missed you,
time,
buddy.
First time Charlie ever came in studio, Austin beat up a dummy. outside in the backyard during
That
a
was
rage
fun.
a rage out. Like it was a rage therapy type segment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I need
we just
another. I
break
need
things.
another rage therapy.
Well, dude, we can work one
segment.
in. I think
Definitely.
I
think we
need
can work
one.
one.
I need one because
I know you've been going through the midst of it, Austin. But we're here for you, buddy, and that's why I say next Sunday you better come over here and get a Ruck in because I feel
dude.
dude, I'd be down.
I think you'd be I think you'd feel good after
I definitely think you feel good, man.
I think I need a good nature walk.
good nature walk.
Absolutely. And working for some endorphins. You know,
Endorphins.
you got to work for them. It's
Yeah.
the best way to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to get Austin into cold water therapy is what we need.
You've been talking to me about that. I have a problem
Oh,
with the
like
cold.
ice therapy or like ice baths
He
and
loves
stuff like
it.
that.
He's telling me it's like the best thing, and like I
really
believe
good.
him.
No, I believe him too, but it's like I'm worried about I'm gonna getting like a fucking shrivelage.
No,
like,
come on, bro. That's the last worry of your whole. That's the last thing you need to worry about when you're in there. The only thing you're worried about is okay, what's the time? Today I was like 3.5 minutes.
Dude, that's awesome.
3.5 minutes
In 40-degree water.
43-degree water.
Yeah, that's
Right now until the I'm looking into cold plunges for the summer.
Mhm.
I want to get one. You don't. So everyone's like, oh, cold plunges are expensive. They're like thousands of dollars. Like, yeah, they are, but you don't have to go that route. You can make your own.
Yeah, we were
People-
talking about that.
People do stock tanks.
Yeah, you
Oh
were
yeah,
saying
I've
that.
seen that. I've seen that.
Dude, there's a misconstrued thing out there that you gotta spend $5,000 or more on a fucking cold plunge. You don't need to do that.
Oh, there's this guy that I follow, and he does like a lot of cool like motivations, and it's very cool. But he does it like because he's from Canada and whatever, and like he does it. Was it like I'm gonna take an ice bath 365 days a year, or like for the whole year, whatever. And he's been still like continued doing it and whatever, and which good for him.
sure.
I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, look, you go in through these things, right? And you do what you gotta
But-
do for your body and your mentality.
Yeah, but he does it like literally outside, like
mixture.
whether it's snow, like
Yeah.
nice
He
day,
committed.
doesn't matter. Like he does a good like, but he does like a motivation after that,
This might be
and
interesting.
good.
Did you already do it?
No. I just took a sip because
Oh,
I
it's-
was curious what it tastes
Yeah, I know.
like.
It's got the mixture in there, man. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, skull. It's gonna be a good time. All right, we had a good time today. It's not bad.
Interesting.
Charlie says summer slobber knocker. Yeah, let's go for the summer slobber knocker, Austin. I think we need to get you out there again we have a pickaxe now. We have all kinds of tools and toys you can play with. in
Dude, I'm
order-
down. I need to get some like rage out of me.
Yeah.
Nick, do you want to get in part of this, man?
Oh God, you kidding
wanna
me?
get
Give me
part
a
of this?
give me
Let's
a
fucking
microwave
go,
to
bro.
destroy.
Can we get a fucking car to destroy? Could you imagine? I would fucking love it.
Yes, dude,
Love
like a
it.
demolition derby.
Oh, man,
Let's
we just need
go.
we just need some tannerite.
Yeah.
Tannerite and an AR-15. Let's just
Whoa! Don't walk into a. Austin, get Austin away from Walmart.
No.
Charlie says, "I'll do the ice bath only if Dashman is in it too."
I'd be down.
You want to do it?
I'd be down.
All right, I'm gonna get.
I'm like willing to
looking
try
for,
it.
I'm looking for one.
I would. I'd be willing to try it. Like it's gonna be cold as fuck,
I'd
but
be
it's
willing
like
to try like an ice bath. Like if you had like an ice plunge, I would
Yeah.
totally be willing to try that.
So
At
I was
least
doing.
once.
I was doing some. I was doing research on what people think about cold showers versus ice plunges, and people think that cold showers are harder. And I can understand why to a degree, because when you immerse yourself, you submerge yourself into
especially
the
if
water.
you do it like first thing in the morning.
Right, and I do that every morning. I get in
Yeah.
that shower and I fucking freeze my ass off for 3 to 4 minutes, depending, in 43-degree weather or water. I'm worried that the weather is gonna change that though. If it gets warmer, say it's like an 80-degree day, it's probably not gonna be 43 degrees coming from that water, this shower, right?
Oh, probably not.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It might come out at like 55.
That's what I mean.
something
So
like
it's
10 degrees warmer.
I want it to be what it's at now.
Gotcha.
It's got to be. I want it to be where I want it to be. So that's why I'm looking into doing the cold plunge. But with that, so yeah, Charlie, if you wanna, we can get you and Austin in the cold plunge. We could do a challenge. Who lasts longer?
What's the
First time.
prize?
I don't know.
I
Title's
know
on
I'm
the
gonna have
line.
like a fucking shrinkage. Like,
title's
after
on the
this.
line.
Last thing you'll be worried about is shrinkage.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Although they say like ice baths is actually good for you. It actually has a lot of benefits of taking ice baths and stuff like that. So I mean, like I say fuck it. I wouldn't mind.
So there's a lot of mental clarity that happens. So you don't think about the benefits of any type of cold water therapy. So I looked into it. I deal with seasonal depression a lot. So the last few years have been
Welcome to the
really
club,
hard,
brother.
And so this year I tried this starting in December, early December. So it's been 3 months now since I've started the cold water therapy. It's definitely improved my mood. You know, there's a dopamine that comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? So like you get out of that bitch and you're like, oh man, I feel so good. Like I don't know how to explain it, man. That's one of my hardest parts of my day is getting into that water. It's not easy.
No. It's not.
No.
You know,
No.
so it's like during the summertime, like after you want to jump into the pool, like right then and there, it is cold as fuck. Especially if it's like 40 degrees or whatever. It's like 50, like even 50 degrees. It's like it's still cold, but you know, you do what you can do, and just like it feels good, and then you just get used to it, and then you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. I love the warm water.
You love
I love the heat. Like I'm
Me
always
too.
I'm
Don't get me
always-
wrong. I
always
love the
cold,
heat too.
You know.
When it comes to showers, I take just nothing but hot showers.
Yeah, and that's what I do. So I do the cold shower in the beginning of the morning. I go to the gym or I do a ruck. But I live 5 times a week, and then we do the cardio. I do cardio 2 times a week. So, but either way, I do the cold shower or whatever. Do the workout, then I come back and do a hot shower. Today was one of those days I didn't take the hot shower because we
no
were so
shit.
fucking busy, man. We were just hanging out, having a good time, and having breakfast and all that stuff. So it was good. It was a good day. But yeah, you know, so you want to be in the cold water long enough where you start feeling a shiver coming on. I guess that activates the brown fats.
No shit.
So that way, you know, it's helpful. So that way, especially when you're doing a workout, you're burning the right fat. You know, not that you're not burning any fat, but that helps. You know, burn that brown fat.
So from what I'm understanding is the brown fat is the denser. It's
Yeah,
the denser of the fats.
I guess it's around your organs and all that stuff,
Okay.
and like stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not, you know, an expert in this shit. I'm just trying to tell you what I've researched.
Yeah, wasn't it Andrew Huberman? Who
Yes!
Yeah, Andrew Huberman has a ton of research on cold water therapy.
Wim Hof is the guy that is like he's the founder of he's the hugest guy advocate for this.
Yeah.
He's the one that, you know, if you ever watch his videos, he's an older guy. He's been doing cold water therapy for years.
Didn't
you
he
know.
climb Everest with just his shorts on?
I don't know.
Wim Hof. And he's done it
did
with
he?
I'm pretty sure he's one of those guys that literally climbed Everest.
How?
That is
He does it through crazy breathing techniques,
Yes,
believe it or not.
his breathing techniques are wonderful.
So, like, if you dive into that realm of the Wim Hof realm, the Andrew Huberman realm, where they do this it's like alternate medicine, we'll call it, you know, because it's not like Western medicine, but it just taps into the natural forces of your body. And so, what Wim Hof?
Yes.
Yeah, he figured out through different breathing techniques, he can control his body temperature. He can raise or lower it just through his breathing. That's why he could stay in he holds the world record of sitting in freezing water or something right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, dude, this guy he's
Dude's fucking ripped.
dude, incredible.
For his
Dude's
age,
in
he's good shape.
great shape.
He's in
How
great
old
shape.
is he?
Like he's older now.
What is he, like 70s, 80s?
So let's
I
look.
don't know.
I mean, that's a good question. Let's look.
I'm actually curious.
He is 50. He's 64 years old.
So he's 64
for
years
him.
old.
Born in 1959.
My
Wim
God.
Hof, also known as the Iceman, is a Dutch motivational speaker and extreme athlete noted for his ability to withstand low temperatures. He previously held a Guinness World Record for swimming under ice and prolonged full body contact with ice, and he holds a record for barefoot half marathon on ice and snow. This guy is he's a machine, and he's
God
the
bless
Iceman.
him.
He is the Iceman.
Dude.
You're the Dash Man. He's the Iceman.
Yeah. Wim Hof.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, he's-
Of course
he's
he's
onto
fucking
something.
Swedish though. I mean, like the dude.
So if you ever listen to his story is actually quite inspirational. I think his wife died, and that's why he got into this type of work, because the cold was the only thing that shut his brain off.
Really?
If you watch his biographies, dude, he's a really deep guy, through and through, really deep guy. Emotionally, you can just tell when you watch his stuff.
He's very wise.
Dude, I feel blessed to be alive.
Yeah.
With him around still, you know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Thanks to the internet, we have this research.
Absolutely, man. Charlie says, I have to take a cold shower before and after coming onto the podcast. That's the Joyce effect. That's that Joyce effect.
Joyce.
Joyce over here in the studio.
Oh, hi, Joyce.
We're probably the
Joyce
only
staring right
probably
at me.
the only show in the world that has an old lady mannequin here based off of a real person named Joyce. Great. Kevin says, did you all go to the polar plunge last month? Oh, man, no, I wish. So, when I used to look at that stuff when I was younger, before I even got into any of this, I used to be like, fucking no, hell no, you would never get me into that stuff. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, I might actually think about it,
You're into that stuff, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That sounds like an interesting thing.
Have you ever done a Tough Mudder or anything like that?
No.
So I've done one Tough Mudder, and I'm pretty sure it was 2013. One of the obstacles was this giant cold bath that you had to like swim through. It was like 10 feet, but you had to swim through this giant ice bath.
What's the temperature of that thing?
Dude, I just remember getting out of it and just screaming, being like, oh my God! Screaming. Just losing it just because I was in so much, I was cold.
So I'm showing M-Balm. So this TikToker, I think is Jordan makes videos and whatever. He does over 400. He's already like on 400 days of taking an ice bath every day.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
400 days?
440? Wow.
Yeah, like
It must work
in
for him.
ice, in the fucking snow, dude.
Hey.
Like when it is nothing but snow. It is everything is covered in snow.
Yeah, man. That's that guy's normal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's his norm.
Not only that, his videos that he does is actually inspirational. He does like an inspirational quote like literally every day. So and he does like a taste of the ice and whatever. I thought that was really funny, but like
This
dude,
one tastes salty today.
This one tastes like pee. Pee.
dude
Don't
puts
eat
on fucking like hot sauce and shit on the fucking ice. I'm like,
Impressive.
is that actually good? Like, okay.
Charlie Nas says, I'm loving this conversation. Yeah, we'd like to dive into all kinds of stuff, especially life
But
experiences.
yeah, no,
This is
I would love
really-
to fucking do it like an
Dude.
ice bath or
Dude,
whatever.
Start with a shower, man. I'm telling you, just start with a shower. You have a shower handy and readily available to you everywhere you go. Turn that cold fucking handle all the way to fucking blasting cold and just get in that bitch and see how long you can. The first time I went in there, a minute and 20 seconds. A minute and 20 seconds. I remember because I looked at my watch and I was like, fuck, man, I got to last longer than this.
Damn.
That's what he said in bed. But
Every man ever.
Every man ever. Kevin says maybe he's just imagining that his breathing technique is somehow related to his endurance in extreme cold. It could very well be. I mean, this guy obviously has a lot of experience in the cold, in lower temperatures like that, and especially like at this point, he's been doing this for so long. He's obviously got more experience than someone like me who's only been doing it for 3 months. So
Yeah.
he's been doing this for years, man.
I mean, he's got it down to a science. I mean, like he's got it down to like muscle memory. So I mean, like especially like, I mean, the brain is very interesting to think about. I mean, like they say, like if you go through something really traumatic, it usually lasts like a year.
Yeah.
To like get over it.
Absolutely.
So whatever trauma you're going through, it might last longer than that, depending on how your brain works. I mean, like there's people like me who is like a neurotypical who has deals with like the whether it be like autism, ADHD, spectrum, all that stuff. People say like we're late. People will say this, that, and the other thing, but like we notice patterns and we like, but yeah, I mean, like we learned to like how to do this kind of stuff and just
Look at he's just out in the snow like it's
Yeah,
no big
like,
deal and just nothing but
spread
shorts.
eagle.
He's just like, yeah, this is life, man.
He's
Good
in
for him.
He's in his space.
Don't you want to get on his level, Nick?
I mean, dude, to be in his frame of mind, to be in that type of space, that creative space, because
That's
that's his
amazing.
creative space.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That is so inspirational.
I mean, it's just that's his normal. He decided one day, okay, the cold, this is my normal, and this is where I feel the best.
Yeah.
And he made it a reality.
Oh,
yeah, he's also like Swedish, so I mean, like, dude's like he's up north, like he's near the fucking polar ice caps. Of course, he could deal with the cold. He's used to this by now.
Yeah, he's Netherlands, man. He's in the Netherlands.
Yeah,
That's-
Netherlands. Yeah, no, they're all the way up
whole different
fucking
ball
north,
game.
buddy.
So I mean, look, people, I get looked at as crazy because especially with my wife, she gets, she goes in the bathroom after I do the shower and she's like, it's cold in there, or like sometimes she gets in there and I'm like, I'm giving her the some of the splashing of the water and she's like, ooh, that's cold. I'm like,
Yeah.
want to get in with me? She's like, no,
That's a hard pass.
that's a hard pass.
I will
Hard
say
no.
this though, like during the summer times, like I will take like a hot shower, but then I would like
I want to try sauna, by the way.
Saunas are awesome.
Saunas are good. But I've actually I would turn it all the way to the point where it's I can handle the cold, and I would just stand there for 5 minutes. It feels so good, especially if it's very humid and it's it's just everything sticks to you. If you if you shower yourself with cold water, yeah, it's fucking amazing.
You know what I like to do in the summertime is I get in the car, right? Say it's 85, even 80, 85, 90 degree, day out. I'll get in the car and I'll just sit there for fucking minutes.
Guilty of doing that
Minutes.
myself.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just sitting in the hot car.
I love it.
Me too, surprisingly.
You sit in there, you let the heat just overtake you, and I could just be like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
I could pass out.
Being hot does not bother me. Does not bother me. My wife bothers her.
Really?
She hates being hot.
Doesn't
man.
like it.
No, dude. If it was up to her, she would literally sleep dead of winter, 15 degrees outside, window wide open, and with a sheet on her. She loves the cold.
So I don't mind sleeping in the cooler temperatures because I can't sleep in the heat.
See, yeah. Oh, sorry. What were we gonna say?
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the one thing I love about when I take a shower, it's I want it as hot as there's steam coming off of it. I'm literally walking out in a sauna.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm with you on that one. I'm right there.
There's a sauna in town that I want to check out. They have all these vibrant lights like we have here in the M-Balm Effect. I love my lights. So this is a reflection of my likes and loves. All these crazy lights and stuff. So, but they have a sauna that I want to check out. It's close by in town. I think it's in the Village. And I want to check it out because, dude, I've always wanted to go into sauna. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Saunas feel great, man.
what I'm
Especially
saying.
it gets hard after about 8 minutes for me.
Yeah?
In a sauna. And just the hard heat. When it's I don't know, don't quote me on this. I think it's above 100 degrees in the sauna. And for me, at 8 minutes, my brain is yo, it's time to get out of here. And I push myself to 15. It's I love it. Then you get out of that. Then you go I've done this, go in the sauna for 15 minutes. Then you go take a cold shower.
Oh,
done
yeah.
that. That
actually feels amazing.
That feels amazing. But I've not done the hop in the cold shower first thing in the morning.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I haven't done that. I've not done that yet.
Same thing there, man. You gotta your mind is telling you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But you gotta just fight that. You gotta fight it, man.
I've done that with the heat, not the cold.
You gotta. It's different. It's different. It's a very different ball game when you go in the cold, man. It's a different ball game.
I avoid the cold as much as I got a heated jacket.
Yeah.
Thanks to my father-in-law.
Somebody, I've told a couple people, I'm like, yeah, I do this now, and they're like, oh, you don't catch a cold, you don't get sick. I'm like, nah, bro. Actually, to be honest with you, this probably helped my immune system. If anything, it probably helped boost it.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I was like, no, to be honest with you, I don't get sick often. But every
Me
once in a
either.
while, I'll catch a cold in the wintertime. This year, knock on wood, not a single one.
Yeah, I've
for
been
you,
good this
bro.
year too. Knock on wood.
Same.
I've been really good this
You've been
year.
secretly going into the cold water.
Secretly, I haven't. No.
He just makes it look like he doesn't like cold.
Well,
I don't like cold water.
Well, it also depends on your diet too. I mean, if you eat a lot of orange juice or a lot of oranges and just or eat a lot of peppers, that's really good for your immune system.
Absolutely. I mean, thankfully, thanks to my wife, we have really healthy food in the house. We eat very good in my home. I can't complain.
Same, yeah.
Health wise, my wife she thinks about all that stuff. Because for what she does, she needs the fuel.
Yeah.
What's your favorite healthy meal?
Chicken, brown rice with soy sauce.
Ooh,
legit. I'm totally cool with some chicken, rice, and some soy sauce. Even chicken and risotto, man.
risotto.
I did.
Yeah.
So I did that with I did chicken and brown rice, but I did it with cheese and bacon bits.
That sounds
Bacon
good.
bits.
It was amazing.
That sounds good.
Dude, it was fire. But I think one of my favorite things to do is I make my own chopped salad.
Okay.
Shit sounds
But I
bussin'.
and I don't use any of the dressing or anything. I make my own dressing. I basically it's just for me, it's grilled chicken, but I put in either baby spinach or you put in that spring mix, whatever. You put in carrots, cucumbers. You could put in peppers, onions, and then but I use balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and then I put in seasonings like salt, pepper. I put in garlic powder. I put in sometimes onion powder, Italian seasonings, and Parmesan cheese. I put in like a little like crunchy noodles, like those rice noodles or whatever
Yeah,
you get
that's
at
a
Wegmans.
high-calorie salad, bro. That's a high-calorie salad.
That's the kind of shit we're trying to look for.
Yeah, you definitely.
Honestly.
I'm definitely trying to put weight on.
Dude,
So as of yesterday, I think
That shit's so good.
I was talking to my wife today, actually, before we started rucking. I think I noted 60 days today, me back to the gym.
Yeah.
Like 60 days logged.
Okay.
And it was like, wow.
That's good.
Yeah, like for me, for setting that habit at 32 years old was just like a milestone.
It is.
Yeah.
It's sometimes, dude, it's harder to get in there than it is to maintain.
Really is just hard to just force yourself to go, feel awkward around people
Yep.
that you don't know. You're just going to go do movements that, are you doing it right? Do I look dumb?
Yeah.
All these stupid questions that you ask yourself that
Yeah.
all of these people that you're looking at are asking themselves the same question.
100%, man. 100%. And I look at it like this, like the gym I go to, Legends 24/7. Those people, everybody over there is so great.
Where is that? Is that
It's-
in Webster?
Yeah, it's in the town of Webster. Actually, by the way, they're going to be moving, and if you're looking to get a membership, get one now, because they're going to be expanding. They're going to get a bigger building, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for this.
Dude, you were
I kind of want to go. I kind of want to go to this.
Dude.
I would love to do like a good workout with you, dude.
Dude, I'd love
I'm
that.
down.
Yeah, you were
I'm
saying-
fucking down.
Absolutely, dude. You say they're like power lifter oriented or
They
like
are very
bodybuilding?
So the whole gym
That's
in its
literally
whole,
my exercises.
the whole gym in its whole is for everybody. But these guys are like Kyle, the one owner. He's mainly powerlifting.
Awesome.
He's amazing. He's been on the show when they opened actually a few years ago now. So
Really?
yeah, he was on the show. Actually, he was on with us last night live, and we were talking about tipping and all that stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Kyle's awesome. Dave's awesome too. The whole crew, man. The whole Sheridan Strength crew. They're all powerlifters. They're all amazing people. That gym.
I would love to meet them.
That gym is it's welcoming. It's inviting, and everybody there. They just want people to be the better version of themselves.
Heck yeah.
They have great coaches over there. So if you're looking for trainers and all that, dude, this is the place to go.
You know what? What I do so I'm very socially awkward, and I always like work out at home. I actually have myself like a pair of dumbbells. I do a lot of body workout, but I also do like dumbbells and bars and whatever. I got this thing from like Amazon, and came with like a bunch of small weights, but there's like comes with like two. You can make two dumbbells, or you can make one big like
Like a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Like
what
an easy bar or just a straight bar?
like
Does
a
it have like a curve to it? Or does
no,
it
it's
straight?
It's straight.
Oh, yeah, straight bar.
Just a
Yeah,
regular bar.
it's a straight. It's just a straight bar, and but you can combine it with like the two dumbbells, and you can just put like whatever weights you want.
Nice.
I
Do
always
some
put
squats.
I always do like the heaviest whatever, and I do like squats. I
shit.
do like the power lifts. I do curls. I do like these. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man.
Kettlebells are nice too, man.
I never got into those.
They're all right. I mean, I don't do too much with them, but I do enough with them, like to warm up once in a while. Lately, I haven't really been touching them, but yeah, they're not bad. I mean, as long as you know what you're doing.
At my gym, I go to LA Fitness, the signature one, right here in Rochester. I see like the older crowd, to be honest with you, playing around with playing around with the kettlebells, and they're swinging them around.
Yeah.
And I'm thoroughly impressed.
It's a good stamina
Yeah.
workout.
It is, but yeah, I mean, like I just
Charlie Nas asking Dash Man, where's my salad at?
Dude,
Dude, where's your salad,
that's
bro?
a delicious salad, man.
Dude,
You
salad, bro.
described.
dude, my mom made it for me and once, and I was just like, this is amazing.
Where's the meatloaf?
Meatloaf. Like I want to make. I can make this myself. No, it's just like you just fillet a chicken and just put in like some like, salt, pepper. You put like garlic powder. You put like Italian seasoning. You could put paprika if you wanted to.
That sounds so good.
Dude, hey, listen, hey, when it comes to food, like I know what I'm doing, bro.
Oh man, I love me some salad, man.
Me too. I
and
love me
food
some
have a
chopped salads.
Me and food have a toxic relationship.
It's-
Let's be honest here.
It is so like you can eat everything in the world, man. It's so crazy, like especially when you're like doing after a lift. After a ruck this morning, we were
so hungry.
so starving. We're like, dude, we're
we
so
still-
famished.
We still sat on your couch for a minute, though.
We did, and then we went to T's restaurant up in
That was
Webster.
good.
That was amazing. They're always amazing over there. Check them out if you're in the area, dude. They're so good.
What is it?
T's Family Restaurant.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So So basically, I got a Greek omelet. I always love that over there. I get some home fries. I get some rye toast. I just put that red hot in that bitch, and I had a nice thing of ham. It was good.
It was good. I got the country fried steak.
So good.
Love the country fried steak.
I gotta try that.
Country fried steak is good.
Dude, their gravy sauce at T's is like, I've always loved it there. I've
bussin'.
always loved it.
Bussin',
And
huh?
just like, they got good food. I've
Shit
never had bad
slaps.
food there.
See, for me, like I'm a little bit spoiled because, not to brag or anything, but my mom love her to death.
Little
Mama
humble
Dash.
Little humble brag.
Little humble brag, but this woman knows how to fucking cook. Like she learned how.
Hot.
Yeah, that's her. This woman knows how to cook. Like she learned a lot from like working at a 4-star restaurant. Like, and funny enough, like she grew up with like family that doesn't know how to cook. And this beautiful woman right here, my mother, she can cook literally anything and bake anything. Like
Do you want it hot?
So hot.
she actually made a wedding cake and cupcakes for a wedding. It was our next door neighbors. Their son and
That was really nice of her.
their
Very
son
nice of
got
Mama
married,
Dash.
and it was really cool. It was vanilla, chocolate, and cookie butter cupcake.
Ooh. I'd try it.
You had me at cookie butter.
It's
cookie butter.
dude.
Oh,
It's
I've never heard of that before in a cake, but I want to try it.
it's
I definitely want
well. Have you ever had cookie butter at like Wegmans and stuff like that?
No,
Nah.
never had that either.
Never heard of it before.
Buy it. Buy it. It
Cookie
literally.
butter?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. It
Do I get
tastes
the butter
like.
cookies.
Imagine if peanut butter was like. Imagine peanut butter like tasted like graham crackers.
Oh,
Interesting.
that is an interesting take. Yes.
Interesting. All right.
It's fire.
I'm down to try it. Have you ever had whipped peanut butter?
Yes.
Okay, my first time I tried
So
that was
good.
like 5 years ago, and I thought it was the best thing ever.
When did
It's
your dog
good.
try it, and where was it?
You know.
Do I want to know?
Do you want to know?
Do you
Maybe.
want to know?
Do we have to ask why you were washing your sheets yesterday or today?
I slept in that.
I slept in that.
Hey.
Charlie says, "Mom, the meatloaf. Fuck, that movie's great. That fucking movie." Yeah. So, dude, like going to the restaurant and all that stuff. We were talking about a lot of in-depth conversations and stuff,
Yeah.
man. We caught up. We reminisced about some things and we touched upon some very important topics. And that's what I'm saying. Like stuff like that. Just having those down to earth conversations.
I love those moments.
Yeah.
Like especially like when my friends are like if me and like one of my best friends are like having like a really bad day or we're just like going through some shit and they're just like, "Hey, do you want to like hang out and shit?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah. Like let's hang out. Let's get whatever off our mind." Like me and my buddy Tasker,
Yeah.
Eric Tasker, talk slut. Sorry for doing that, but
Yeah, she's a talk slut.
that's my boy.
boy.
I remember one time we went we were going through some shit and I was like, "Hey," I reached out to him. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Do you want to like hang out and just like chill, shoot the shit?" And that's what we did. We literally hung out at like a parking lot and just like shoot the shit, vent, and then we're like, "You know what? I'm kind of hungry. Do you want to get something to eat?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go get something to eat." So we went to Original Steve's Diner.
Yeah.
That's in Chilai. That shit was fire. Yeah, give me a talk.
We're
slut
all
for
being
that.
talk sluts.
Absolutely.
I don't give a
All
fuck.
of us are.
But like sometimes you just need that, man. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
need somebody you can just vent to and talk to. That's a lot like we talked about today. We just talked about like emotional stuff that we go through as adults, and like we shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're kind of lost as a society of like, should we? Do
Don't
we gotta
be
hold
afraid
this
of like
stuff
showing
in?
your feelings, man.
Not even just showing your feelings, owning them, and being okay with it. Like
Take accountability.
Absolutely, like being okay with who you are. Like I'm okay with me, but getting to that point for people, it's difficult, and I can understand it because I'm not comfortable in my own skin some days.
Welcome to my world, bro. Welcome to my world.
It's so true, man, because like, a lot of years have passed by and I've never been like comfortable in my own skin, right?
Absolutely not.
And I think you understand because, dude, especially when we knew each other in high school and then we
dude,
kind of
we-
just, did our own thing in our own 20s, and your 20s are a fucking weird spot because
It is.
Yeah, so
you know,
weird.
you're supposed to apparently have it all figured out by the age of 18. 18 when you graduate high school and all that bullshit. But it doesn't work that way.
Whoever
No
fucking
way.
said that is a fucking liar.
No
I don't
way,
care
man.
what anyone fucking says.
And you look at this stuff and you're like, no. So like, you go through your 20s thinking you're a failure because you don't have it figured out yet. But you know what? Collectively, as a whole generation, we don't all have it figured out.
No, none of us
No.
do. And I think it's societal pressure when you think about it. It's societal pressure of like, we have to have it figured out. We have to go to college.
Especially, it's a generational pressure as well too. I
That's
mean,
also what our parents told us. They
Exactly.
thought they were doing the right thing. I mean, not everybody's parents. Like my parents told me to like, you can go to college or you can go into the trades. And so I went to the trades at first. Probably the best decision I ever made. I didn't have college debt, but I had credit card debt because I didn't understand finances. So it was like, it was a catch-22 in one way because they don't teach you finances in school. There's another whole other topic of conversation.
well, it depends on what school you go to. I mean, I've learned economics, but like, yeah, they don't teach you like how to like budget your money and stuff like that.
No, or retirement, or
no one
you should live
teaches
off-
you stuff like that.
Absolutely. Or you should live off, 65% of your income and you should save 45, 35% or try to do that. Like they don't talk about that stuff.
But I will say this.
Yes.
Whatever I didn't learn from school or like from college, I learned a lot from like low class jobs like customer service and stuff like that. If you took like anyone, I suggest, okay, I really don't suggest, but if you can handle the customers, I highly suggest taking like retail like as your first job.
Absolutely.
Because like
You should learn how to deal with people. 100%.
people and you learn about like people, you learn about like finances as well. You learn about budgeting. Like I remember like when I used to work at a gas station and I learned about like you got to make sure like the money is accurate.
Yeah, how to balance a drawer.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like and that's what I learned and like they, that's what I learned about like finances and stuff like that. And I was really good with my money. So I was like, I was being very cheap, but like I was being good with my money because it's just like, in case I need to get a car, I need to get a license, I need to, blah, blah.
Absolutely. To live. You had to live.
Exactly. But like, although I do not suggest like anyone who like is a neurotypical or who has like, mental disabilities and stuff like that, I don't want to call it mental disabilities, but it's, whatever society calls it, whatever, mental challenges, I call it. Do not go into retail because it sucks, especially with customers. If you cannot handle customers, do not go into like retail because it just you're gonna get bombarded with everyone. You get everyone.
I mean, I don't see that as like a bad thing in a way for people to learn.
There
how to
are some
deal
good
with.
people though.
Well, some of the best people I've met, to be honest with you, you just talk to them. You literally
Oh,
just
yeah.
talk to people that are in, if you're,
I've met some really cool customers that are like dope as shit, and I'm like, you know what? I like you. Like
absolutely, man. Here's the thing: if you're listening, maybe I'm going a little weird here, but like if you're listening, the universe works through people. It works.
does.
It works through every single one of us. It's just you got to be the person to go. Am I listening?
Yeah.
It's hard to take pause.
Yeah.
Everybody, I struggle with that. We're all just go, 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 go. When we struggle to take pause in our personal lives, pause with our wife, pause with our parents, it's
pause with ourselves.
pause with ourselves, it's like we are so, at least I can talk for myself. I am the hardest on myself. I can't go easy.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Yeah, man. And like we should give ourselves the best. We should give ourselves like a pat on our back because like we woke up, we got through another day, and it's so important to be
Amen, brother.
just simple-minded in that way. And I don't think it's simple-minded because what you're doing is you're willing to swallow your ego and really just go, you know what? We made it through.
Yeah.
We got it.
And I like what you just said because we are our own biggest critics. I don't care what anyone says. Anybody out there,
Welcome to my world, brother.
anybody out there that can say, "Oh, you suck, you're a failure, you're a loser," fuck them. You've already said stuff worse than that in your own head.
Myself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what you just said here, we woke up. So there, you always hear it, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, there's a guy who does cold plunges in like natural bodies of water. We can do another
Jim
shot.
Beam.
So there's a guy on Instagram that I've been following, and I think his name is Cold Plunge Cam or something like that. He's great.
okay.
We woke up.
Yeah, dude.
up.
I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, he's so good, dude. I saw him this morning, literally at 6:30 in the morning. I was swiping through Instagram as I was laying in bed next to my wife, and I literally saw his thing, and she looked over. She started laughing, and I was laughing at it too because the guy he brings so much good energy.
Yeah, dude.
Through that app, it's just I love it.
And and
See,
he said it. He goes,
that's
"Good
what we
morning"
need-
used to mean something.
Yeah.
Good morning used to mean something. But he goes, "Why don't we say we woke up? We woke up." I love it.
Yeah.
Cold Plunge Cam is a brilliant man. Go ahead.
Honestly, like, and that's the kind of energy. Well, it's also the energy you bring. It's I totally down. It's you just got to bring that positivity and just be like,
It's hard, bro.
it is.
It's hard to wake
I
up
was-
and like be in a positive state of mind every day.
I will say this. So thank you, brother.
Sure thing.
I will say this. I was having a really bad day today. Like unfortunately, I was going through a little bit of a break. So
Sorry, man.
yeah, it is what it is. But I'll get over it. And as soon as I walk, but your wife and you reached out and just like. And I said, "Hey, come on over and we're gonna chill." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll come over and chill." And as soon as I see little Harrison's face, as soon as I see that little bundle of joy's face, oh my gosh,
He makes me smile. This is my first day meeting him, and like I was like,
he's got
bro,
the cutest
oh my
little
goodness.
smile,
Dude, he's just a bundle of love.
He really is a bundle of joy. Every time I see him smile at me, it just reassures me that life is better than it ever has been.
Bro, absolutely.
And so my wife's entering here now. She's I think she's going to do some things. But going back to what you were just saying, Austin, like that support system that friends should always have.
Cheers.
That support system we always should have with each other.
But we got to build it.
That's what I'm saying. Like when he's down and out, it's our responsibility to say, you know what, man, come on over. Let's hang out. Let's get your mind off this stuff because at the end of core end of the day, we're there for each other.
Absolutely.
Which
but,
I fucking thank you and love you for that.
it's so hard to find good people like that nowadays.
Always,
like
of course.
At least from my experience, friends I've found, if they're actually your friends, they'll stick around.
100%. Justin's on here with us. Justin Lee Hart says, "Yo, what, a doubleheader? Absolutely, homie. Impromptu show." Nick and I were like, "Yo, let's do an episode."
Yeah.
And like, why not today?
I got invited, so I was like, "Yo, I'm about to
Austin,
join."
you're always invited, bro. You're part of the fam, part of the TME crew, my dude. Yeah, there we go. We can see your beautiful face.
It's kind of hard to figure out this mic.
I know it is.
I'm not used to this.
The boom arms, I know. Charlie Nas says, "Yeah, Dash man, we're here for you, man." So
I appreciate that, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, so we've gone through a lot of ups and downs the last few months, few years. We've had people come and go out of our lives, and quite honestly, though, man, at the core end of the day, those people that stick around, that are true friends, true family, hold on to them.
Yeah.
Treat them with all kinds of respect. Treat them with all kinds of support and dignity. Give them your support, especially Austin's going through a hard time today, and my wife and I are like, dude, come on over if you want, man. I know it's sometimes a drive, but it's good for you to get out of that mentality.
I needed to get out. I took 2 showers today. I took 1 shower today, and then when all that stuff went down, and then I took another, before I even got here, I was like, I need to take another shower.
Yeah, man.
I felt disgusting, and I needed to just wash away whatever disgustingness I feel, and I just took a shower, and I felt much better coming here, and I just needed to be around friends and positivity.
Absolutely. Back to the friendship thing though. Something of value, at least I find in friendships, is friendships that are willing to have those hard conversations.
Yes.
It is those are the ones, at least I know I've been looking for in my 30s. Is more friendships that where we can sit down and have the hard conversations, even if it's about politics or our families or those are important. Those are growing moments emotionally in your life that everybody should have. I'm
very lucky to have the people that I do have in my life, and I have I'd say I have like a lot, but I mean, I'd say I have like maybe like 4 or 5. I'd say, but I know my, my 2 best friends, and this motherfucker and his wife. Like, I freaking love them to death. Like, I look at them as family as well. So,
Yeah,
like,
dude, and likewise, man. I mean, when Harrison was born, I mean, you've come around so much more than a lot of other people have, and it's a testament, man. Because like you're there, and you're having that bond with him too. Because when he sees you, he knows who you are.
as soon as you told me, like, you said, dude, you want to meet your nephew? I'm like, fuck yeah, yeah, I want to see him.
It's a good, it's a good experience though, man. Because like, he does add an element that I never really thought about throughout my life, because I was always weird around babies. I was like, I don't want to hold babies. I feel like I'm holding them wrong, or they're fragile and stuff like that. But he's definitely made it so that way I'm not scared of holding kids now.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, he had to become your normal.
Yes.
There was no option.
Yeah.
There was no option to be like, I can't pick this kid up. No, buddy. You got to pick that kid
You
up.
have to. And that's what I mean.
There's my boy.
Justin,
I got him.
Justin says, it's cool y'all have that support system. We have all been there, Dash. You're a dope guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. And from my experience, those type of people have it the hardest. Much love, brother.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The universe gives its strongest warriors the hardest battles.
100%.
And we go through battles silently every single day. Does not matter your gender, female and male. Like, you go through battles that nobody knows about but you. And
Yeah.
that's normal. That's a normal thing for every single one of us.
Yes.
And
And
needs to be
every-
talked about more.
Yeah, and every battle that I've been through, I always just be like, bring it on.
Absolutely.
Bring it on.
I think it's
fucking let's go.
I think it's Jocko Willink. He has a thing where it's like, he says, good. Like, oh, your car broke down? Good. Oh, you got to go do a workout and then go to work? Good. Because like, he believes that strength comes through adversity.
It is,
does,
man.
you
It
know?
does. I wake up in the morning, man. Some days are easier than others. A lot of days aren't. It's fucking 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
4:40, whatever, 5 o'clock, depending on what day, what kind of day it's gonna be. And there's days where I just don't want to get out of bed. It's warm, I'm comfortable, I'm next to my wife, my cats are there. Everything's.
You have that
fucking
clarity
nice.
of just like, I have everything in my palms, like right now.
Yeah,
my
but-
wife, my
Absolutely,
kid.
yeah, and you got to take that in. But also, there's a time where you have to get up, and it's hard to get up when you're in that moment where you're like, oh, I'm comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. But there's some days where it's harder. I set the alarm for maybe another 10 minutes or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's either you sleep in an hour late or whatever, and you get up and then you go to work, or you can wake up at that time, take that cold shower, get your ass in the gym, work out, take the hot shower, get ready for work, and then go to work.
Yes.
You've accomplished more than a lot of other people have already by that time.
Yeah, you have.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's about, sure, you're gonna go through those moments where you have to have that self-talk. We've talked about self-talk today.
Yeah, we did.
They have to be honest, because
Yes.
at the end of the day, you have to be honest with yourself. When you're sitting there saying, do I want to be a pussy today? Do I want to be a bitch today and not do what I'm supposed to? Or do I want to accomplish things today, right now?
Show up.
Get things done.
Yeah.
Feel good about it. And then the rest of the
shitty.
day, or shitty,
Yeah.
depending on how you
It
react.
doesn't matter. You
No.
show up.
What really counts, though, is how you react to those situations.
I will
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Heck
that's
yeah,
the,
Harold.
that's
Yeah.
the one thing I do like every like weekday. I mean, like, yeah, I don't want to go to work, but at the same time, I'm like, I need the money. And like, that's the only thing that's chasing me. It's just like, I'm chasing the money right at this
We
point.
all are, man.
Be
we
careful
all
with
are
that.
in
That's the
that.
only
But
thing
be
I'm-
careful with that, because when Mike Bianchi was on the show, which Mike, next time you got to come rocking with us,
Yo.
man.
Yo,
Yo.
I would love to meet this
About that
motherfucker.
Mike, you got to come to the you got to come to the Rock, man.
By the way,
you got to
wait,
come
cool
to the
question.
Rock.
Cool question. I got a question for you. Does he? Because I recognize that last name.
Bianchi.
Did he go to Gates?
No, he went to Webster.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, does he have a family member that went to Gates? Because I've heard
know.
of Bianchi like before. Like, I've heard that name
It's a
before.
nice last name. I gotta admit.
Well, it's Italian. No,
It is.
Ooh, yes,
But-
it is.
But going back to what we were talking about, when Mike was on this show, I said it. Some people chase the wrong green, and it's true, because some people chase money their whole lives and just forget about everything else: time with family, goals,
Yeah.
dreams,
Yeah.
travel. You should always travel. I want to travel more. That's one goal that I need to fulfill as a family. I want, and even friends. We should all go somewhere. Just travel.
Absolutely.
I love
Yeah,
that.
man.
Good question. I need to ask. Where would you like to go?
Dude, anywhere, man. I would love to just see different cultures. I'd love to go eat different food. I'd love to meet different people, see different scenery.
Absolutely.
I would love to do.
How do you guys feel about hiking?
I love. Well, that's kind of what we did today.
yeah! Let's
Ruck.
go!
Hiking, because I'm just gonna
Dude,
say,
that's-
like, we have an awesome national park 5 hours away from here. The Adirondacks is amazing. I'm just saying, like, you want to get lost in the woods. I mean, it might not be the best food, but let me tell you, you will learn some lessons about yourself in those woods.
It can be the best food.
Yeah, it can be.
Can be.
Yeah, you absolutely.
Hey, if you
right.
get the right food, fuck yeah.
So we had an old co-host that we were friends with, and he had a place in the Adirondacks. And we would go there.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Redfern.
We had some good times up there. You know, we had some big bonfires. You know, this guy, he lost his phone at one point. It's okay. Everything's good.
Hey, I found it.
That's all that matters.
I
That's all that
also found
matters.
my
Your knife.
switchblade too. Yeah.
So,
It was my
you know,
knife.
the Dax, love them, man. Love them. So I'd love to go check it out, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
I want to go do Marcy again. Marcy's like an iconic. I think it's the highest peak in the East Coast.
Okay.
I
In
could be
New
wrong
York?
about that. New York. Sorry. Yes, in New York. It's Mount Washington, I think, is the highest one.
Okay.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that one too. Don't quote me. But
Quote him.
yeah, absolutely. But Marcy's just a great hike for your intro to get into the Adirondacks.
Yeah.
I
I think
totally
one of my,
recommend it 'cause it's gradual. It's a gradual climb until you get up to the mountain, and then it's like, okay, we're climbing a mountain.
I think oh, sorry.
I'd love to take my drone out there, man.
Oh,
You might get shut down by the Rangers.
Is there airspace?
I don't know. I don't know if they're just getting the Rangers have been like cracking down on a bunch of things, and since COVID, because it's become so popular, that's why.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's drone laws, to be honest with you, but that'd be cool.
My mom's on here. She says, I flew today. Nice to see you today, Nick. Yeah, she got to see you today, man.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
I was just
It was
also
good
gonna
to see her.
Yeah. I was also gonna add my cousin's fiance, he's awesome, by the way. He actually, like, I saw pictures that I think he did a hike, like, I think it was like somewhere in the Adirondacks, but it was like during like ice storm, like the mountain
Not
was like
surprised.
full of just like ice, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah, there's people that do that, man. There's some people that go.
dude's fucking nuts, but
Dude.
good, God bless him, man.
That's just their level, man. That's just they've been doing it for so long that they're like, I need to challenge myself, and that's their fun. Like, we look at it as
dude.
crazy, but like it's
I
that's their fun.
I appreciate my cousin and his and her fiance. Like I mean, like they actually live not far from here.
oh, shit.
Yeah, and they work at it's like that tree. It's a tree farm. It's like not
Wilbert's?
yeah,
Wilbert's Tree Farm?
yeah,
Not the pick and
yeah.
pull.
Huh?
Not the pick and pull.
Not the pick and pull, but I have been there. The pick and pull is awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah,
Great place.
Wilbert's tree farm is on Salt Road. Yeah, my cousin like lives like around the corner, like right there, like so. But she works at that farm, and like she's told me like that they like doing like that kind of stuff, and her fiance does like a lot of cool stuff. Like he actually made me like a really cool like leather shit and whatever.
Sweet.
And yeah, nah.
Leather shit. And he gave you shit.
He gave you a shit.
Here's a
No,
shit for your birthday,
no,
Austin.
it was-
Here's
it was
a
for-
leather
like a
shit.
It's
pouch. He made you like a
yeah,
leather
like
pouch.
a leather pouch. It was
Yeah,
like for like credit cards and stuff
That's
like that.
dope.
Like,
Nice. He
it's
made
almost
you
like
like
a
a
wallet.
bushcraft style
Yeah.
leather pouch.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Like a trucker
That's
wallet.
sick.
No, I
Or
forget.
trucker wallet.
Yeah. I still have one, actually. I have my old trucker wallet.
It was really cool actually. Like they gave me like a little gift bag. It was that. And I think it was like another thing for like a keychain or whatever. I thought that was really cool. And that was all made by my cousin.
That's awesome, man.
And then a joint and then a little shooter.
Oh, there you go. Got you
He
through.
threw that in there, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
You gave him a joint.
Hey, fuck it.
So yeah, man, you know, it's all good shit, man. The Adirondacks, though, definitely a good place for like
Yes.
photos and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get
Anytime.
some. I'm huge with photography, and you know, we're gonna have a local photography expert. She's a photographer here in Rochester. Her name is Julie LaCroix, I think her name is.
Ooh, okay.
I want to pronounce it right. Sorry, Julie, if I butchered it. No, but we're gonna clarify that on the 16th this month. So. This Saturday we're gonna have the band Infinium in. I cannot wait for them to come in too. Yeah. But
I'm excited.
But yeah, dude, you know, it's another part of the guest aspect is we have different walks of life. We always touch base on different topics, different segments, you know, different experiences. But you know, going to the Adirondacks though, I definitely would love to just see the different aspects of it from like what you said, a different elevation.
Oh yeah.
Because like that
Big time.
brings a whole different level of creativity when it comes to like photos, videos. You can definitely get different things up there.
Absolutely. And plus there's vegetation that only grows on top of the Adirondacks, which is pretty cool, on top of the mountains.
That we wouldn't see here.
That we wouldn't see. No, it only grows in the Adirondacks. That's
Right.
why like the rangers and like a lot of them up there, they're to protect the top of the mountains because of the foliage that only grows there.
Yeah.
Like literally. And there's only scarce amounts of it.
Right.
Because of foot traffic. Foot traffic has killed like a lot lot of it.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Sadly, unfortunately, we
Yeah.
are a destructive species.
Yeah.
Hey, that's well, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
No, we can be better.
We could.
We could
definitely-
absolutely be better.
Treat
There's-
everything with respect.
Not even just that. We could absolutely be, raise our standards on cleanliness and like what we tolerate as a society. There's
that's
nothing
why-
wrong with us asking for more.
That's why I never
know?
like literally like when I'm in the woods, everything, all my garbages is in my pocket until I get a
absolutely.
garbage can. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing your part. Leave no trace. That's a really important thing.
Yeah, and it's also important with urban exploration too. If you like to explore abandoned buildings and all that stuff, it's the same motto there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It
choice.
is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Leave
I would
as
love-
everything as it was when you entered.
Although I will say this, I went to a abandoned hospital one time. I actually snuck in. That was
Careful
fun.
with that, man.
I was just moving a little bit.
Yeah, be careful with
There
that.
it
You
is.
know.
I was
That looks way better.
There you go. You can see your.
My big nose.
No, don't say that. Come on.
Hey.
don't do that.
hey, welcome to the club, brother.
Hey.
No, man. Like so when you go to these buildings, right? You go to the hospital, abandoned hospitals, and all that stuff. And I think I touched upon this with you during our Ruck, dude. So like when I go paranormal investigating and stuff like that, I always think about the history in these places. I always
absolutely.
love the
Never leave a trace.
Yeah, and I love the history enriched buildings that we go to, like the hotel in
Yeah,
Lima.
the hotel
American
was dope.
So-
Hotel was dope.
You go to these places, you go to like an asylum that unfortunately had a dark past. But the history behind all that stuff interests me because
Absolutely.
it's what led us to our world today as we know it.
Absolutely. We can only look backwards as a species. We cannot look forward.
No.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We absolutely don't know. I think it was Steve Jobs, you said that? Like
Yes.
you can only look backwards.
Yeah.
God. Apparently he was a horrible boss.
Yeah. And I mean, like, look, we also, and I want to get to this too, because we
Yeah.
also talked upon this, like you said, we can't look forward. But here's the thing that's funny, because there's technology that we have that we carry around in our pockets every single day, our phones. And that is something that has been around for decades before we even had it in our grasp.
Yes, we talked about that.
We did.
We talked about that, how it used to be used. It was everything, every piece of technology that we, hold of value was definitely created for like
this tablet.
Yeah, it was created for the military industrial complex of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Let's not be shy about that.
I-
we should be
I-
grateful.
Yes.
We should be grateful for that first, but also we should be wondering like, what else do they got?
I've even seen
U.S. has some pretty cool tech. We have some pretty cool shit here in the United States.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
God.
I've even seen like even football players like when they're like how they like message each other or like how
yeah,
they like
man.
freaking like do like
Different
teams.
plays.
They
I've
got
seen
like
them. They
HUDs up display now, like in
That-
their helmets.
that and also like they have it on their fucking wrist.
Yeah,
I
man.
was like,
Pip-Boy.
that's a curved
Yeah.
fucking screen.
It's like a Pip-Boy.
Yeah, literally. Like it's just like it's like okay. Do you remember Spy Kids?
Yes, are you kidding me? Absolutely.
God,
I
yes.
used to
Yeah. Do you
have
remember
that
the
stuff.
fucking you remember the fucking watch?
Yep, I remember the Spy Kid watch. I remember getting the Spy Kid traps.
It does
where
everything except it doesn't tell time.
Yep, it does everything but tell time. I remember getting like the,
Smartwatch right here. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. My goodness.
Now
We're-
it's like
I
now
watch it
that
now.
exists. Now that exists.
Yeah, you look at it now, it's like, this is every day now.
Yeah, this is it's our normal.
It's our normal.
It's
So-
our
it's-
normal.
It's so weird, like some of the stuff that like we grew up with,
Yeah.
like futuristic stuff, like
Uh-huh.
what's going to happen in the future, and it's like
We are the future.
We are
Little
the
bit,
future.
yeah.
We are the future. We just need to embrace it.
Yes, we
embrace
do.
it more and like be okay with boundaries with
God,
it.
yes.
Like AI is scary.
It's scary.
AI is scary.
It is.
Shit. I'm sorry.
dude,
it's
everyone
smarter
is
than
saying
us.
fucking
It's already
iRobot.
smarter than us. Like we can't fight it as a society. It's
No.
already smarter than us. It
Dude.
can do far more. When they get quantum computing down,
my
then
God.
I'm gonna be as a man and as like a member of this society of the United States. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be scared.
Yeah.
Because like, they're gonna be capable of so much. The concept of quantum computing is so hard to grasp because of like how big of the concept it is. It's fascinating.
It is very fascinating.
Think about with AI and it's just like think about like the movie AI or like think about like freaking iRobot and
Dude,
shit
I was
like
just
that.
thinking that iRobot. Yeah.
Ex
I was
Machina.
looking. We had movies.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina? I haven't seen that one.
Yes, I remember that movie. That's
seen that
a
one.
good one. But like, think of all the robot movies. They literally have said like, what if this becomes a future? What if this becomes a reality? Like,
It's here.
It's here.
It's
Now
already-
it is.
That's,
reality.
Elon Musk is pushing for regulation. He's a billionaire pushing for regulation on something.
dude already went
It's
to fucking
because-
space.
Well, it's not even just that. It's because the people at Google, he even admitted it in a lot of his interviews. The people at Google are trying to create a god. They're trying to create an AI god. That's literally their goal. And he's talked about it in the open. And he's the guy I kind of would listen to on this topic of AI and technology. Like,
Yeah, I
he's
would
a
love to
billionaire
learn
for a reason.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
come on now.
I would like to learn, like, pick at his brain and just like what like came up with this idea and stuff like that. But like, at the same time, I'm just like, that's a scary brain to pick at. I mean, like, dude, actually,
I mean, scary, but it makes you be humble. He forces humbleness upon you as like a person because of the vast majority of information that man has exposed himself to. It's
yeah. I will say this fun fact. I found out that he actually is neurotypical like I am. Like he's actually has Asperger's like I do. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Dude
I
is-
didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
Why do you think he's so fucking smart?
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Like,
Dude
I knew there was
is-
something going on, but
Yeah.
He's not very social cues, but he's quick.
I just thought he was just an intelligent
Why do you think he'd make
human
as much
being.
money as he does?
Well, he's the guy that created PayPal. He's
Exactly.
the guy who created online internet banking first. He's one of the first people to crack that code.
yeah.
So like,
Exactly.
why? I'm just saying, like, why not him? He figured it. He figured out a bunch of stuff that made a lot of our lives easier, just like Nikola Tesla did. We have everything to thank around us because of Nikola Tesla, because of alternating current. Like, he's the guy
Like
that
that
created
eyeball
that
that you have in the background.
Oh yeah,
It's a sick eyeball.
I love that thing.
Tesla
electro-
coil.
And it's the one like where you put your finger on it.
It
and
is.
It
It
is.
is.
I like that.
There's different
thing.
modes on there. You can have it off, and then it'll only go off when you touch it. But I always have it when we do the show. I always have it on like that. So
I like that thing though.
yeah.
It's dope.
yeah, I mean, dude, AI is such it's a vast topic. There's so much you can talk about with it.
It's a scary concept. I
You know,
will say
people
that.
people are worried about, oh, it's going to take away jobs, it's going to take away things like that.
It already has.
The thing is, though, is what we should be worried about is when it finally gets cognizance. What happens then?
Who says it's already not?
The thing is, though, is that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
What if it already has and it's playing possum?
Dude, I had the same thought.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding. Like, low.
No, I can see that.
I think it's just sitting there watching us.
I don't do any more than make images and
it-
videos. I'm not any better than. But in the background, it's going. I'm gonna fucking kill you all and take over the world.
So with my background with, like, I don't know, dogs, for instance,
Yes.
when they go into predatory state, when a canine goes into a predatory state, they don't bark.
No,
don't-
they're gentle.
No, dude, they get down low. They become quiet.
Yeah.
They. It's not this forceful, push of anger. It's I'm gonna get you. It's a way different way of approach.
Yep.
And like I feel like AI is acting like that wolf, watching
and it
watching
growls
us.
just like
Oh, it's not gonna growl.
It's not doing
It's
that,
not
no.
gonna growl, dude. It's gonna hit. If it's a real thing, it's gonna hit us hard.
It's gonna,
Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna,
It's gonna hit us real
It's gonna
hard.
bite hard, and it's gonna bite even harder when it fucking finally gets a grasp of our arm. And it's gonna just,
Yeah, rip it right out.
and that's what I worry about. Like people are like, oh, look at it's making images and stealing this and that, and it's doing that, and it's like, yeah, okay, those are the issues that we're having now.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, so I think I was talking to, I don't know who I was talking to about it now. It might have been Mike, but I was talking about how emotional capabilities of AI could it have emotional capabilities? If it's programmed, of course they've already made little robots that can feel affection or something like that.
Absolutely, and ones that can lie.
Yeah. So tell me right now, if it can think, it has to feel at some capacity.
Absolutely.
If it's coded that way, and I think artificial intelligence, it's artificial intelligence. We are organic intelligence. You know, our brains can think of, you know, some people don't feel.
This is still a computer.
Absolutely.
This is the fastest computer ever created.
Organic.
Right here, organically. We have it.
Yeah.
We have it. That's what it's hands down, and we've been trying to replicate that.
That's what's going on.
You know, and we're probably close.
Yeah.
You know, as a species, we're probably close. We think we're this really, really advanced species, but really, we still can't create the freaking pyramids.
I know.
We can't figure out how these megalithic structures became a reality.
Yeah.
Like how, like, if we can't create that, why do we think we're so advanced with like AI? In a way.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we're just the monkey that hit the right button.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? It
I
could
mean,
be very well.
really, like, who knows when we break it down? Yes, we're a smart species, but we went to the moon when? Was it the 60s?
I think so.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
the moon then, and we haven't been back.
No.
Why?
Right.
Like, and now we're all up in arms about AI and like what it can do. Well, we went to the moon apparently with the power of a calculator,
Yeah.
but we're scared about AI.
And someone out there is thinking, Nick, you're wrong. There was
That's
a Hollywood
fine.
studio,
But,
and it was all cameras and just actors and
And maybe it was, and maybe it was. But
don't
like,
know.
I'm not gonna be the guy that says
wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I wasn't even born.
No.
You know, I'm too young.
Yeah,
to
I
even
mean
think
that
about
was like during what, the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do we know?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. It's all speculation.
Everything's speculation when it comes to that. But
And
with
people
artificial,
oh, sorry, I was gonna say people that make like
yeah.
like assumptions like that, it's
Absolutely.
like they're just looking for attention.
But I like to talk about it though. Like that's I like to talk about conspiracy theories because I want to know why people think that way. And look, some of them I think about and I think hardcore about. I'm like, maybe it makes sense, you know. But at the end of the day, man, I need confirmation, right? It's like aliens. Like everybody's always thought, oh, you know, there's life outside of this world. And honestly, it's like it's not hard to believe when you think about it.
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean we
Especially-
exist.
And we talked about how NASA had announced this, and everyone's like, whatever. Let's
don't
go.
care.
Let's argue with each other again about something else.
It's because we're so involved in our own everyday life that we can't maybe see the more important thing. Like if there's actual life out there,
yeah.
that I mean, what's their definition of life? Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
for
it
a
could be just
second.
like
It could-
creatures. It could be just
It could be a
like-
single-celled organism.
Yeah,
Could be.
exactly.
You
It could
know?
be like a.
I mean, that's all we are. Single-celled
that's
organisms
it.
that are combinations, you know, that create skin, that create organs, that create, you know, myelin sheaths, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're just, it's,
I don't know, man. I just think that like when it comes to conspiracy theories, I like to talk about them because I mean,
yeah.
you know, look, everybody's got their own idea of why 9/11 happened, how it happened, or John F. Kennedy getting shot, and if what was it the government behind it, or was it really Oswald? And you know, it's just like stuff like that. But
George
like,
Soros.
yeah, George Soros and all that, and the Bilderberg meetings
The
that
Bush
happened.
family behind the
Right.
9/11,
And
the
that's-
towers falling. Like
yeah.
having those conversations, they're hard conversations.
They're
to
hard.
have. Absolutely, because like if to think that the U.S. government created an attack on its own American people is a hard pill to swallow,
or allowed it.
or allowed it.
Either
Like,
way.
either one, as an American
Especially
citizen,
that's like 3,000 people too.
dude, not even just that. As an American citizen, your security is threatened by your own government. That's a bro. Want to talk about like barricading yourself in your home?
Yeah.
Like at that point, like that's why these preppers are so crazy. You know, because they've seen they probably feel the way they do because they actually have experienced this. You know, their own government turning on them in their own way,
Yeah.
or how they feel about it. And that's why prepping is like taken off.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely taken off. It's, you know, the fear of your government. And a lot of it started through 9/11.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, that's where a lot of it, prepping kicked off, like the bomb shelters, you know, nuclear war. Everybody's been talking about like World War III that everybody's afraid that's going to happen right now.
I mean, we're on the cusp.
We've been on the cusp of that since the early 2000s.
I wouldn't doubt it.
We absolutely economically,
Economically,
we've
yes.
been on the cusp of that. The United States, I believe, has wanted a war, something that like can bring the military-industrial complex back to the top, our version of the top, where like we had during World War II.
Yeah.
You know, and dude, at least I can speak. I feel like I can speak like this. Our generation does not want war.
No.
We do not want war. We don't want people to die.
No, God, no.
Like, why?
We shouldn't want
for
it.
what? Because you feel like you own this land? Well, lives matter.
Yeah.
People's lives matter. Like, why, as the United States of America, why can't we bring other countries to our levels.
Right.
I mean, why not? We can just share resources as a community, you know, as people, because we're all the same.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we are all going through this experience the same exact way. Our choices is what makes it different.
100%, man.
You know, like none of us are special.
I know, and that's what we were talking about before this show. It literally went on air.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, okay. Oh, so this person lives in the Middle East. This person lives in Russia. This person lives in Ukraine, whatever. We are all human beings going through this experience. We have no fucking clue what we're doing. We're just going through this together.
Yeah.
Right. And so, like, all this unnecessary bullshit that's going on, like wars, you know, what's going on in the Middle East right now, and, you know, Hamas and all that. It's just, it's fucking depressing. And these poor children, man. You see these videos and you see these photos and these articles about these children getting fucking blown up, their families getting blown to smithereens, and you're like, why?
Yeah, why?
Why are we doing this?
Why? What is the point of it? What is the point of it? So that we can, you know, put more money into the military-industrial complex of the world? Like, why? Why do people have to die? Aren't we past that?
You'd think, but
why aren't we past slavery? Why aren't we past racism? Why aren't we past these things as a society? Because we haven't demanded it yet as people in our friend groups. You know, we haven't demanded it yet as normal people. And we can say to ourselves, we do our part, but really, are you? You know, like,
it goes back on those uncomfortable conversations we were talking about with friendships and family and all that stuff. It goes as a society. I mean, is a one species of human beings. We all are afraid of conversation that might, you know, cause some type of conflict or whatever the case may be. But we shouldn't be, though, because at the end of the day, when you don't communicate, when you don't have those conversations, you are only hurting yourselves.
Absolutely.
In the end.
Absolutely. And
it's
like,
unfortunate.
I feel like that's what freedom of speech at the end of the day was meant for. It was meant for us to grow with our thoughts, with our ability to think freely, you know? And if we take that as a way, I feel like we'd lose part of our humanity.
Yes.
You know, it's, man, that's a deep thought.
It is a deep thought, man. And a lot of people might not like think about that way, but it's unfortunate when you're trying to, you know, come to a resolution on a problem, but nobody wants to work together or even try to talk it out to come to that solution.
Yeah, absolutely. But like getting it started is the hardest part.
Oh, it is.
Getting the conversation moving is the hardest part. Trying to put your emotions aside to get to the goal is
It's the same thing as when you are at a job and you get another offer, and that feeling of anxiety and dread come up when you know you have to tell your boss, I'm putting my 2 weeks in.
It's guilt.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's
guilt. I feel like as a society and as a man, we are programmed to feel guilt. Like, like why?
Or when you're having that conversation, when you know a relationship is over and you have to have that uncomfortable conversation of, hey, this isn't working. We need to go our separate ways.
Yes. Absolutely. And those conversations need to be had more. Non-negotiables should be had more in your relationships because your own value system matters.
Yes.
Your value system matters. Your nuclear family, your core group of people matter.
Matter 100%.
Absolutely. Show me your 5 closest friends. I will show you your future.
That's what you said earlier, and
I love it. It is the biggest truth I have ever lived by. Like I told you on the trail, I make time for 4 people.
Yeah.
4 people, really. My wife, and 3 other close friends. You know, you're part of that. You're part of that group.
I feel honored, man.
No, dude, it's the truth. It's because we're willing to have those conversations. I'm okay with you not liking me at a point in time if we have that conversation.
Never had that.
No, but do you get what I mean, though, right? It's just like it's okay to not be okay with a person.
Yeah.
If you're willing to if that person is willing to look at you as a human across the table and go, yeah, man, I understand where you're coming from. Have empathy.
Yes.
You know, have that heart to heart, that truth.
Heart to heart, have that truth, but also hold yourself accountable for things that you might have done wrong.
Fuck yes.
But people don't always do that.
No.
They sometimes want to say,
no, they don't.
Here's the things you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the things we've saw you do.
Yep.
But they forget to even put that out on the table of, oh, well, we could have worked on this better. on our own end. They don't want to do that.
I'm only responsible for my side of the street.
Yes.
And then that's really the reality of it. Like I'm in charge of my own happiness,
Yes.
not my wife. My wife is not in charge of my happiness.
No one.
I am in charge
no
of
one
my
should.
happiness.
Yeah, exactly. You should
know?
be in charge of your own happiness.
But within that saying though, there's a deeper meaning. The deeper meaning is you're never a victim. You're a victim when you're younger. You're a volunteer when you're an adult. You volunteer yourself to the actions that you are taking. You are not a victim. You know, certain people are victims. They're victim to, environments that they are. I'm not going to say that away. But like for the notion of it, like when we become adults, we volunteer ourselves to these bad things.
I will say this. I mean, like I agree with what you say, but I definitely think it's more of like how they're programmed. I think it's definitely how.
What do you mean? I'm interested.
Well, when I say programmed, I mean like I think it's like depending on like how the person grew up. I mean like depending on like how good the childhood was, like if they grew up with like a good family or like a good environment, like
Absolutely,
it's definitely varies.
Absolutely, but that's why I said what I said at the beginning of it. You're a victim when you're younger because
Yeah, but you volunteer when you're an adult.
When you're 18 years old, 20 years old, 21 years old as an adult, you volunteer yourself to your actions.
Right.
And they're your actions.
And I completely agree with that. And I definitely think that. And it's just, but I think of it as like, maybe it's the condition of like self-loathing. And I think if it's like a little bit of like, just like self-deprecating yourself, like when you're like, especially when you were young, like if you were
Absolutely.
a victim of like abuse,
Absolutely.
Like manipulation, gaslighting, and all kinds of like stuff, like
Absolutely right.
like people have gone through some stuff and
Yeah.
people like do it just out of whim, just like they don't care about themselves because it's just like they make bad choices because
They're normal.
exactly
Because that's because
they make it their normal.
Absolutely. They make it their normal. Now, they're not bad people.
Oh no.
I think that's the conversation we need to have is like they're not bad people. They're good people. They're just trying to get better like all of us.
Yeah.
But
You
they've
know?
just people have made poor choices.
Yeah, I'm right there with them, man. I'm right there with them. I've made plenty of poor choices,
I
know
think
that
same. I'm
You
not
know,
we all
perfect.
I think that what I'm trying to get at is like instead of blaming the environment, blaming like other people for things, we need to take more self-inventory.
Yes.
More
agree.
self-inventory. My dad says this to me all the time, and it makes so much sense the older I get. Nikki, he says it like this, Nikki, when I point at somebody, and I'm blaming them for something, there's 3 fingers pointing back at me.
Yep.
There's 3 fingers pointing back at me when I'm
Yep.
pointing at somebody.
You're doing
Did
this.
I take self-inventory
There's actually
before I put blame on this person?
Yeah.
Like he's right in a lot of senses of like taking the inner self seriously. You got to take that person seriously.
You have to. And it goes, like you were saying about childhood and all that and growing up. I mean,
Yeah, man.
a lot of people will take their growing up, how they were raised, where they grew up, and they will use that as an excuse to why they're not in a better spot when they're 25, 30, 40 years old.
I did it.
And
I lived that life.
yeah,
I did
I'm
it.
there.
Like I'm not gonna lie, emotionally, I blamed my family for a long time why I wasn't financially stable because
Yeah.
they never taught me how to be financially stable. They did the best they could.
right,
Right.
You
They
know?
don't know as well. I mean,
They
like,
didn't know what they didn't know. That was the lesson.
right. But at the end of the day, though, like we go back to what we were saying, we need to take self-inventory. We need to hold ourselves accountable, take responsibility for where we're going. At the end of the day, you have to take yourself out of those situations in order to better yourself. You have to make the decisions right there and then. Hey, am I going to keep using these excuses all my life to why I'm broke, why I'm not succeeding in life, why I'm constantly failing and never getting anywhere in life? Or are we going to finally point the finger to ourselves and say, it's my turn.
Yep.
It's my responsibility, my accountability. It's my choice.
Why fucking not you?
Right.
Why not you?
Why can't I just pick myself out of that? Instead of that, you should be like, fuck it, let's do it, let's go. And a lot of people like to say, hey, I'm ready to make moves. I know people that have done this in the past. They say, I'm ready to make moves. They've never done anything to make those moves. And in the end, they're in the same spot as they were 5 years ago.
Yeah, buddy.
Instead of doing that, instead of talking to your friends, your family, hey, I'm going to do this. I have a plan to do that. I'm going to drop this amount of money to do this, and I'm going to be a millionaire, or whatever the case may be. Just do things on the low. Do things under the radar. Don't say anything. Don't make anybody aware of your moves. Just do the moves. When those moves finally come into play and you're making those moves along the way, and you're accomplishing your goals and you're succeeding in life, then you can say, hey, this is where I'm at, and not only do that, like, this is what I want to do with this show. I want to make moves. I want to make it happen. We've done a pretty good job of it, I'd say, so far in the last almost 5 years.
Yeah.
And
Really good job.
And I really appreciate everyone that supported us through the years. I want to talk about how
I'm glad to be a part of this.
yeah, I want to talk about how people that have joined this show have put a lot of effort into the show and are still here on the show. I want to just show how much appreciation, Austin, Andrea, Justin Montgomery, and just anybody that comes along the way on this adventure with us, this journey. And I want to also thank the people that have listened and watched over the years and still are coming on board with us. I want to talk about that real quick too, because without the listeners and viewers and all that stuff, this wouldn't be the M-Balm Effect. It wouldn't
love
be
you
anything.
guys.
And for the people that have joined us, yourself included,
Yeah.
all the guests that have come on, all the people that have wanted to be affiliates with us, who have supported us, who have worked alongside of us, it goes hand in hand. We appreciate you all. And it goes like what I was saying, making moves and all that. I've done a pretty good job of it. And I just want to say, it's appreciated, everyone's support, and we just keep striving to get better. And along with that, not only do we want to get better, but we want to help elevate other people. If we can somehow bring someone onto the show, you have a business, Nick, and I want to talk
Yeah.
about that because
Thanks, man.
this is one of those things that I want to talk about because I don't want to only just uplift ourselves. I want to help uplift other people. And with that being said, you have a business here in Rochester, man.
I do. I'm a dog groomer and a dog trainer. I groom dogs that have behavioral issues. That's my my forte. So if your dog bites, I don't care. I take your dog, I give it a chance, and I run it through my process. And you're welcome to stay along with me while I put your dog through the process and educate you as the owner how to take care of your animal. That's my mission as a groomer.
Yeah.
Down Under Grooming is where you can find me. Facebook and Google.
Google, Facebook, yeah, check them out.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I want this to be a platform where people can elevate their business, elevate their creativity. Like I said, Julie's coming on. She's a photographer here in the area. She's pretty well known in the area. I want bands to come on. We want to talk about all their experiences. But not only are we doing these deep dives and conversations about experience and all that, but I also want people to be like, okay, this person's been on the show. Let's check them out. Let's see what their business is about. Let's listen to their music. Let's check out their photos. Let's check them out. I want that.
I appreciate it, man.
Dude, I
really do.
I love seeing, hey, I found you on the M-Balm Effect. And some people like GSL News, some people didn't know who GSL News was. And they're like, yeah, you just gained a fan because of the stuff he was talking about and the experiences he's had.
Dude's really chill.
Yeah, Jeffrey Rogers, he's great. And, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to get to a point where we elevate to a point where we're able to have that audience and go, hey, I didn't know this person existed. I didn't know this business existed. I'm going to check them out.
I appreciate it. I really, really do. And it's hard to, being a groomer, I'm not, I have more than enough work. I will say that much.
God, yes.
I will say that much. There's a lot of dogs out there that need to be washed and get haircuts. And there's a lot of dogs to train too. So if anything, we need more people to join the field.
Yes.
We need more people to be more dog trainers. We need more groomers, people to give back to the community with animals because they give us more than we could ever ask for.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Unconditional love. That's more than we could ever ask for.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't want to cut it too short, but I also know we have people upstairs that we want to hang out with. So, dude, we'll have to get together very soon.
Yes, I think this is going to be normal.
I want it to be.
Yeah, I would like this to be normal myself.
Me too.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Dude, thank you, Nick, for coming on with us.
Thank you for coming on, dude.
Yeah, this has been great. This has been really, really great, guys.
And I know we were talking about it earlier, and we'll talk more about it off the show. But yeah, we'll get into that discussion with Austin, and we'll discuss more about it because like you said, we'll make it more of a regular thing, and
yeah,
it'd be kind of cool if you haven't already. If you haven't already, check out the M-Balm Effect on Facebook because we have a Facebook page. If you didn't know already, share, like, and follow. If you don't know already, we're on YouTube also. Go like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when we go live and upload new content. Don't forget, you can support your boys and your homies and your girl here, Andrea, and all the rest of the show. Support the show, represent the dirty. TheMBalmEffect.com or TheMBalmEffect.BigCartel.com. Grab yourself a hoodie, a mug, a hat, a shirt. We got it all. You can represent the dirty, let people know you're rated M while wearing these shirts, these pieces
I'm wearing
of
the
apparel.
beanie.
Yeah, dude, that's so comfortable. Those beanies
It
are
is
really
so
comfortable.
fucking comfy.
So
get one of those.
yeah, they're very beautiful and they're very warm and they keep you nice and snug. A snug while you get a tug.
Snuggie.
Snuggie and a tuggy. And a gummy while you're at it. Why not?
Oh, Snuggie. Can I get a? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Thank you, everybody, for listening live as we did this impromptu show on a Sunday night. Dude, Nick, thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you for having me, man.
Dude,
and my first Ruck.
Dude,
Thanks,
thank
bro.
you for thank you for coming out, hanging out, doing a rock with me, and getting to spend a day together. It's been wonderful.
It has been wonderful.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For all of you out there, we'll be live on Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time with Infinium. This is the M-Balm Effect.
Take care, y'all.
Bye.
Laters.
Well, there goes the neighborhood. It's a good thing no one got seriously hurt.
Oh my God!
Whoops, spoke too soon. Don't get too wrecked. See you on the next one.
The M-Balm Effect.